Hey coin collectors and welcome to DC Coin World International Coin Channel, and today we're going to take a look at some Jefferson nickels from 1999. And you saw that we had a few other things getting in the way here. We have, of course, here is the Denver United States Mint Uncirculated Set. You can tell kind of the edge of it. This is a Philadelphia United States Mint Uncirculated Set. And then, of course, this one is, if we see the blue back here, we know this is a proof set. And so this is a proof set from 1999. And then if we look up here, we see Philadelphia Mint Nickel. And then down here we see that we have a P and a D, and these are, of course, regular circulating coins here. So let's kind of go through them and talk about all the different ways that you can have a 1999 nickel and all the different forms it comes in. This is a Jefferson nickel that first came out in 1938. It's a Felix Schlag design or engraving, and you can tell it's Felix Schlag because if you tip it up, we see an F and an S here. Let's tip it up so you can see it really good. Maybe. Right there, right above the pen. See right underneath his neck there's an F and an X. That's for Felix Schlag, and that will be on every United States nickel with Jefferson like this on the front until they change them over to the new Jefferson image. It says, "In God we trust" in front of him, liberty behind him, the year here, and one of the things we talk about sometimes is what's in between. This is a star. In between liberty and the year is a star. And then down here we have a P for Philadelphia. And on this one over here we have a D for Denver. But the Philadelphia Mint in 1999, they made 1.2 billion of these. The Denver Mint, they only made 1 billion. So between the two of them, 2.2 billion. Are these rare? No, they are not rare. Even in this good condition, for a circulating coin. This one here on the left is probably in the best condition of the two, still with little chips and stuff. It's not going to be of any value. You almost have to have like a pure mint state one for it to be any value. A mint state 65 are going to be worth about $4. Now, when you're looking at these nickels and you want to see what the most important things about them are, the first thing you look is right down here and you try to see whether you can see all the steps. This is actually a pretty good one here. Let's change the light a little. What you do is you go down to the bottom and you count the steps up. And then you go all the way across and see if you can see them all the way across. Well, of course, on this one you can't. You see this kind of little blur here. This is not a full steps version. And that's what you really need when you want to get up near to the MS-65. E pluribus unum at the top. Monticello, the home of Thomas Jefferson, who's, of course, on the front of the coin here. Underneath it says Monticello, and then 5 cents. Now, it's plural. It's not a 5-cent coin. It's a 5 cents coin. And down at the bottom, it says United States of America. We tip it up, and we see that it is a smooth edge and a pretty shiny one at that. They weigh about 5 grams. They are 21.2 millimeters in diameter and 1.75 millimeters in thickness. The coin alignment is flipped. So if it's facing up and you flip it over, you get the other side facing up. Some coins, they're the same, so you can flip them sideways. Can't do it on this one because you get upside down. So if you want to see both sides, you take it, flip it from the top down, and you're up right side up on the far side. Thomas Jefferson was the 3rd president of the United States from 1801 to 1809. In 1938, we really had no idea how long people were going to stay on coins. This has been a long run for Thomas Jefferson. As I said, he's even on the new nickels or new 5-cent coins. This is the 2005. He's facing to the right. And if you see this image, you probably know what's on the back of this one. And that is, it is one of the Lewis and Clark coins from the bicentennial year of Lewis and Clark. What about when we get to the, say, the Denver Mint, or the other one is the Philadelphia Mint? These are uncirculated coin sets. They're not quite as expensive, and they're much easier for collectors to buy than some of the proof sets. If you get the uncirculated set and you take it out, you'll get something that looks kind of like this. It's going to be in plastic, and it'll have all the coins in it. Pull out one of the coins from it, and this is straight from the Uncirculated Mint Set. And you can see on this one, you can really see the F and S on this one for Felix Schlag. On this one, star there is very beautiful. If we tip it up a little bit, we see that it is in incredible condition. Look at that, the face and the folds. Look how the little braid goes down in the back. His eyes are just perfect, little bit of eyebrow there. And when we tip it over, we can see that this is almost a full steps version. There's some little bit of a mess here. You can see stuff around the top that you can't see in the other ones. See around the top of, you can see the side steps. So this coin here actually came from an uncirculated mint set, and it is probably not quite MS65 condition and doesn't quite have all the full steps, so it's probably only worth about $1, even though it came from a uncirculated set. What's the mint set look like? Well, here's the one, and this is an amazingly good quality coin. I'm not going to take it out of the plastic. You see a couple little scratches there on the plastic, but look, see how they buff the image of Jefferson differently? See how it polishes the front out way different than it polishes on these? And that actually gets you sometimes what they call it the cameo image. Down here we know where this came from, because even if it wasn't in the plastic, because it has an S on it. The San Francisco Mint ones only came in hard plastic. All right, that's all we have today from the DC Coin World International Coin Channel. We'd love to have you subscribe to our channel, take a look at our videos, and put any comments you might have for us in the comments section.